Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Impact Maryland. We are thrilled to have you with us today, and we've got a great day in store for you. We start in a few minutes with David Rubenstein interviewing Governor Moore, and then across the day, we'll have on this stage a series of conversations on everything from higher education and housing to leadership and innovation. There's food for the soul as well as for the brain, with performances by members of the Baltimore Symphony Orchestra and the Peabody Dance Ensemble. And yes, there's actual food, with an excellent box lunch from Rouge Catering. This is our third Impact Maryland, and I know many of you have been with us since the beginning. Thank you and welcome back. For those of you who are here for the first time, we think you're in for a very special treat. Each year, we bring together the most compelling leaders in the state to discuss the most pressing local issues of the day. This year, we thread an important theme across many of our sessions: the impact of changes in Washington on the people and the policies of Maryland. Across the day, we'll address that question from a variety of directions and through a number of speakers. Let me say a quick word about the banner. We were founded in 2022 with a simple goal: to strengthen Maryland communities through the power of trusted, local, independent journalism. It was and remains a time of staggering decline in the local news business, with newspapers closing and newspaper jobs evaporating across the country. And that's before the crisis in public media came along. Over the last 3 years, the Banner has tried hard to be a beacon in this darkness. Our reporters work hard to tell the stories that matter and to hold leaders accountable. I'm proud to say that a series of Banner articles that trace the breathtaking dimensions of the opioid crisis in Baltimore recently won a Pulitzer Prize for local reporting. Thank you. Today, the Banner is the largest newsroom in the state, and our audience keeps growing. A month ago, we launched an ambitious project to bring Banner-style journalism to Montgomery County, the most populous in the state, and consistent with our goal to be the news organization for all of Maryland. None of this is possible without the vision, the tenacity, and the extraordinary generosity of our founder, Stewart Bainum Jr. Stewart and his family are dedicated to improving civic life in Maryland, and he inspires me and the rest of our team to find a sustainable path for local news in the face of considerable headwinds. So thank you, Stewart, who's somewhere over there. I'd also like to acknowledge our new editor-in-chief, Audrey Cooper. And I do mean new. This is day 2 for Audrey, who joins us after serving as editor-in-chief of the San Francisco Chronicle and of New York Public Radio. Audrey is a huge talent, and she's devoted her career to the civic power of local news. We are fortunate to have her. Please join me in welcoming Audrey to the Banner and to Baltimore. Our mission to do ambitious local journalism depends on the commitment and the generosity of our philanthropic partners. This morning, I want to extend a special thank you to those who have invested more than $250,000 to this mission. Many of you are here with us today. Your dedication reflects a shared belief that a strong voice on local news means a stronger Maryland. So we are deeply grateful to the Sherman Family Foundation, the Jack and Nancy Dwyer of CFG Bank, the Bunting Family Foundation, the Bainum Family Foundation, the Goldsecker Foundation, Andy and Julie Klingenstein, John S. and James L. Knight Foundation, the Ford Foundation, and the Public Welfare Foundation. Thank you all for your support. You are helping to ensure that high-quality, independent journalism continues to thrive in Maryland. This entire day has been masterminded once again by my colleague, Sharon Nevins. She's built something very special for you. Please welcome Sharon Nevins.
Good morning. Thank you, Bob, so much, and welcome once again to year 3 of Impact Maryland. We're thrilled to have each of you here in the audience today. Building this conference has truly been a labor of love for all of us here at the Banner, and we hope the result is going to be a day filled with thought-provoking, critical conversations regarding the future of our great state. We're grateful to all of our panelists who have taken the time to be here today to give us their very important perspectives. Each of them work diligently every day as leaders in their field and leaders in the community. You'll find a full program, many of you are looking at it, in your conference tote. We'll break for an hour for lunch, so you'll have plenty of time for networking and chatting with colleagues. We will take questions after each panel, and the way that you submit your questions is on the QR code on a card. Cards are in the lobby, so if you want to sneak out and grab one of those to make sure your questions get asked, please do so. Let me take a moment to thank our sponsors. We could not put these kinds of programs on without them. We are extremely grateful for their generous support. To our partner this year and presenting title sponsor, Johns Hopkins University and Medicine. To our presenting sponsor for the 3rd year in a row, Whiting Turner, I have to personally thank Tim Regan for his incredible support. He believed in this vision when it was just an idea, so thank you to them. To our pioneer sponsors, BWI, Care First, CFG Bank, Constellation, Kaiser Permanente, M&T Bank, MedStar Health, Maryland Realtors, T. Rowe Price, UMBC, the University of Maryland Medical System and School of Medicine, University of Maryland, Baltimore. Thanks to Southwest Airlines, each of you has a chance to win a very significant Southwest gift card, and we're going to be announcing those winners during the Q&A breaks. You're automatically entered, so do not worry. To our strategic sponsors, Baltimore Development Corporation, Blackbird Laboratories, Maryland Innovation Initiative, Towson University, TradePoint Atlantic, University of Baltimore, Towson University, University of Robert Smith School of Business, and thanks to United Therapeutics, we have over 100 high school students attending the entire conference today. So that's wonderful for them. Finally, a huge thanks to my team, Sarah Kirby and Allie McIntyre, who work just tremendously hard to make today as smooth as possible. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's now my pleasure to tee up a first look at Hopkins' celebratory video, and that will be followed by Alicia Wilson taking the stage from Hopkins University. Have a great day, and thank you.
At Johns Hopkins, we've been busy, making discoveries that spread new ideas across the world.
And even the galaxy.
The solar probe has made history.
It will blow you away, literally.
We're connecting people like never before.
Study is empowering community activists to pressure leaders.
Sharing critical research with the communities that need it most.
We need to be looking at this increased risk of cancer.
Convening world leaders.
Sparking conversations across the aisle. And exploring the intersections of art and science.
We're unlocking new ways for people to succeed.
A dream made reality at Johns Hopkins.
And fostering creative innovation that changes lives.
We're bringing people together, supporting each other.
And making an impact on the world.
Good morning. It is such a joy to be here, surrounded by business leaders, civic leaders, nonprofit leaders, and policymakers, all gathered in service of one shared goal, to strengthen this city and the great state we all call home. On behalf of Johns Hopkins University and Medicine, I want to extend our gratitude to the Baltimore Banner for convening this important and inspiring gathering and to thank each of you for your ongoing commitment to Baltimore's future. Hopkins is honored to once again be a sponsor of Impact Maryland because this event captures what makes Baltimore and Maryland so special: the energy, the ideas, and the deep belief that when we come together across sectors, we can solve our greatest challenges and shape a thriving future for all who live here. This is an especially meaningful year for us at Hopkins. We are celebrating 150 years since our founding. That has been 150 years of discovery, education, healing, and partnership with a city that gave birth to us and continues to shape who we are. From the very beginning, Johns Hopkins himself believed that our success as an institution is inextricably tied to the success of Baltimore. That conviction guides us still today in how we hire, how we invest, how we educate, and how we care. Just to tell you how deeply that connection runs, I want to give you a couple of statistics. Across Maryland, Johns Hopkins generated $40 billion in economic impact last year, supporting 149,000 jobs. Here in Baltimore, the impact of our university and health system reached $19.4 billion, supporting 1 out of every 5 jobs in the city. Through our Hopkins Local, our inclusive economic growth strategy, we have directed over $1 billion in spending to Baltimore-based businesses. And over the past decades, companies like Mahogany Inc. have moved from being a subcontractor to general contractor. And companies like Mount Royal Soap have expanded significantly based on our investments. Our day-to-day operations now support and employ over 42,000 people, generating $10 billion in statewide activity. And through Johns Hopkins Technology Ventures, led by Christy Weiskel, who you'll hear from later on today, more than 130 startups have received $5 billion in venture capital. And in fact, Johns Hopkins is the #2 university in the country in producing unicorn founders, that is, founders leading companies over $1 billion. And at Hopkins, we just don't talk about being an anchor institution, it's the way we live. I'm excited you're also going to get to hear over the course of today from some of my amazing colleagues, like my president, Ron Daniels, who will share reflections on how higher ed can drive civic renewal, President Sowers, who will be a part of our Code Blue panel, Christy Weisel, who will talk about innovative and technology sessions and how we're fueling the entrepreneurship landscape, and our very own Governor Wes Moore and David Rubenstein in a conversation about leadership and impact. At Johns Hopkins, we're proud to be a part of that effort, proud to invest in people, places, and possibilities that lift Baltimore higher. So thank you to the Baltimore Banner for curating today's amazing and important dialogue. And here's to today's meaningful conversations, bold ideas, and shared commitment to building a stronger Maryland together. Thank you.